Alright, so some people have asked for my class setups in the comments, and I've gotten a couple messages in the past few videos. So I'm going to give you what I use for my classes as an objective player in Domination, which is the main thing I usually am. While I typically play the objective a lot, when my team owns 2 or more flags, my role tends to switch. Depending on the map, I might do a more defensive role, like on Yemen, or a Rusher-Slayer role on Standoff or Plaza. I'm not sure if this is really going to be news to anyone, but if it helps at least one person, I guess it's worth it. Now, obviously people change their class based on the map. However, since I'm an objective player nearly all of the time, I actually don't change mine that much. On Plaza and Hijacked, I typically use the R870 with long barrel and laser. On medium maps, I tend to stick with the submachine gun, normally the MSMC, but now I'm liking the PDW with a laser. And on the bigger maps, like Carrier and the Turbine, I'll stick with assault rifles, using either the M27, the M8A1, or the AN94, although I've finally discovered the greatness that is the FAL Select Fire. Wow, that thing is stupid. Something to note, however, is that any assault rifle can be made into a run-and-gun class with the use of adjustable stock. However, the most important thing you should use is the gun that suits your playstyle. My secondary is always the Cap 40 if I have it unlocked. It is the best pistol in the game, and in case you haven't noticed, pistols are a little broken at the moment. The Cap 40 is great for where you need it, close range combat. It is basically shit outside of close range, so there is no reason to use it outside of close range. You should be using your main weapon. Perk 1 is always and forever Flak Jacket. Now, a lot of people like to use Flak Jacket for its massive damage protection against explosions. I use it for that too, but I also use it for another purpose, and that is worrying less. From my research video, I know that no lethal slot item or rocket launcher can kill me, barring a stick from a Semtex or crossbow or a literally perfect RPG shot. As long as I know these things, I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to worry about running away from that grenade while I'm capping a flag. I can keep my focus on either continuing to cap or being alert of enemy players, or both. If I don't have Flak Jacket, then I gotta start worrying about running away from that explosion, and then that puts me at risk of being in a bad position, and then being caught by enemy fire and giving up the flag cap. Or I have to restart capping the flag. Perk 2 is a toss-up between toughness and fast hands, but I lean towards fast hands on SMG and shotgun classes, and toughness with my assault rifle. I love fast hands because as a rusher/objective hybrid, I need everything to be done fast. I gotta hack fast, I gotta throw grenades fast, I gotta switch weapons fast. It is amazing how many times I've died because my throw animation was too slow. That little extra time it takes for you to throw something without fast hands is the amount of time that someone can just run into you and kill you. Toughness is way better suited for assault rifle classes. You're going to be engaging from farther distances where accuracy and staying on target is the most important. Perk 3 is Engineer, Tac Mask, or a combo of both, depending on the map I'm playing. People are stupidly equipment happy in this game. Happy in this game. At least in Domination they are. If you don't use Engineer, use it for a few games and you'll be shocked at how much equipment you never see. It makes you much more aware of your surroundings, and much like Flak Jacket, while it's about seeing where the enemy equipment is, it's also worrying less about where it is. I don't need to check tight spots for bouncing Bettys or shock charges when they're lit up on my screen. It gives the enemy a false sense of security and essentially renders their equipment useless. Tac Mask makes flashes, concussions, and shock charges do absolutely nothing, so you can focus on the enemy instead of, "Oh, I'm moving so slow," or, "Oh, I can't see." My class is all about making the enemy's stuff do nothing and making myself only have to focus on one thing. To expand on this, what are the main things you have to worry about in a game of Domination, or by extension, any other game mode? Well, you have players, positioning, lethals, tacticals, and equipment. That's a lot of stuff to worry about at one time. Flak Jacket effectively eliminates lethals, so that's one. Engineer reveals enemy equipment, and I'll mention in a minute that I use black hats, so that's a second thing to worry about less. Tac Mask eliminates tactical equipment. Toughness gives you an edge in close gunfights by making you flinch less, which makes you a better shot. So, with Flak Jacket, Tactical Mask, and Engineer, we've essentially eliminated 3 things to worry about. That's 60% of the game. I run UAV nearly all the time, so enemy positions are revealed. That's a 4th thing. This class setup makes it so you only have one thing to worry about in the entire game, and that's shooting the enemy. 99 out of 100 times, I roll with black hats. I know EMP grenades are better for pure equipment destruction, but I just like using black hats. They are amazing for stealing equipment, but they're also a great way of killing UAVs and CUAVs. No more class swapping for me anymore. If I hear enemy UAV inbound, or I see my map go fuzzy, if I'm not in a fight or I'm not capping, I'll just run to a safe spot and immediately destroy their stuff. Not only does it give me points, but it helps my team and waste the enemy's stuff. My lethal is either Semtex or C4. Most of the time it's Semtex. This is just a personal preference. I like C4 for those controlled explosions or for getting rid of people in those, annoying spots, like corners, but Semtex is my go-to in most cases. My score streaks tend to be on the cheaper side of the spectrum. I always have UAV, and my other 2 are typically some variation of CUAV, Guardian, Sentry, Lightning Strike, or VSAT. I'm an endurance player. I'm great over the course of a game. I've never gotten a 20 kill streak medal. I think my most is like 17 or 18. So trying to get the crazy Lodestar K9 Swarm combo or something stupid like that is just completely unrealistic for me in most games. But when I stay on the lower side of the score streaks, I can spam them a lot. Guardians are amazing for map control, and often I can have 2 up at a time with a 3rd waiting. Plus, you can just keep cycling through your score streaks multiple times per life, and the bonus points that you get are insane. 10 bonus points per kill that your UAV, CUAV, VSAT, or EMP is up in the air, and 10 points for a tick of Guardian damage. It adds up a lot over the course of the game. As an objective player, my favorite setup is UAV, Guardian, Sentry. Knowing enemy positions is key when you go to cap a flag. In fact, it's very rare for me to cap a flag if I don't have the UAV up, besides the very start of the game. Sentry and Guardian are amazing for map control. And as the objective player, I feel these are best suited for protecting set objectives, and best for the class. Let the Slayer do the crazy score streaks, K9 Swarm, and the killing, whatever. I often play multiple roles in a game, and most of the time, those roles are objective player and defender. I like wins and score per minute over KD ratios. I want to win the game, and being able to protect those flag caps so the enemy can't get them is probably the most important thing in any game. For an objective player, this is what I believe to be the best setup you could possibly use. It lets you focus on capping flags. You eliminate 80% of the game through perks. You can kill enemy equipment from a massive distance. I don't know what else you could possibly want. Thanks for watching.